So welcome. We're here at the Instructional Department Heads and Chairs meeting, talking to our celebrity guest, Jeff Armstrong. Thank you very much for coming. And just in the name of transparency, I'm going to tell people that, I prepared Jeff when he asked, well, what kind of questions are you going to ask? I gave you 4 questions I'm going to start out with. And then we've got 4 of our more stalwart instructional department heads and chairs who have agreed to participate in the audience, and they're going to back me up totally and give me some great questions. Yeah,
and they're the ones who got the bonus checks, right?
And, yes. Oh, and I got to say too is we'll try to make this maybe a semi-secret tradition, but we never advertise that we're going to serve wine and beer at these things, but it turns out we always do. So in case you're thinking about coming to the next one, let's go ahead
and cookies.
And cookies. All right, so Jeff, let's go ahead and start out. And I appreciate you. I really sort of appreciate you doing this. I appreciate the bravery of not doing this without a slide presentation to back you up on this. But my first question is, what is something that you think the heads and chairs should know about you? Maybe you don't.
Yeah, and I guess I read that a little wrong. I was thinking about Cal Poly.
Okay, well, we can go either way.
But to know about me, first of all, I want to say to the chairs and all that will watch this later, they can watch it in the evening, open up their own beer or a bottle of wine. But having served in this role before, and I've said this before, I really appreciate what you do. You're right on the front line. So many positive things that happen, but you also get some of the things that can be frustrating. And I just want you to know our leadership team appreciates it, we value what you do. So I'll think a little bit more in background about something that you probably didn't know about me. Well, I've got one for you. I'm not exactly a Trekkie, but I do love Star Trek and sci-fi. Not a lot of people probably. Okay. A friend gave me a TV remote, which is like a phaser. Yeah. Good. Yeah. So.
Well, we'll look for it. Like we come back to stories, but I'm not going to bring that.
I just bring the phaser
just to sort of prove that.
I do have a few Star Trek points.
Yeah. But you were saying you thought there was something that maybe we didn't know about Cal Poly.
Yeah, and that's what struck me. And I think a lot of people, as we've been peeling the onion back and looking at diversity in Cal Poly. Why is Cal Poly the way we are? And there's so many things about Cal Poly that we're so proud of. You look at the quality of our students, the quality of our faculty and staff, and of course, department chairs and kids. It's an amazing university. I know you met with some people from major firm today, visiting Goldman Sachs on campus. For the first time being introduced, I ran into the representative at lunchtime, just blown away about Cal Poly and the quality of our faculty, staff, and students. Then you look at, well, we're a destination campus. We're not as diverse as most other public universities. I think it's fair to say that we're the least diverse public university. Well, why is that? That's the thing I don't think everybody really understands. And it's taken me 6 years to really get my arms around it. I realized early on that diverse students, low-income students, didn't say yes to us at the same rate. And that's what we call an admission yield. The numerator is I'm coming, the denominator, which is going on right now, is you've been admitted to Cal Poly. You've been conditionally admitted to Cal Poly. And then yield is when they say yes. We just cut out something that had a tremendously high yield. We just stopped early decision. This is the first year without early decision. Early decision would account for about 20-25% of our enrollment. And the yield on early decision was way higher than 50%. They had to commit 20%. Now, why did we stop early decision? We stopped early decision because it was completely out of time sync with low-income students making decisions. They had to decide before the end of the calendar year that they don't know until around March 1st what their financial, exactly, their package. So then if you start looking at, and our great folks, our staff, put together some numbers, and we looked at, well, first of all, what's the total cost of attendance for Cal Poly? It's about $25,500 or $26,000. The way I explained it to parents, that's everything but clothes. That's driving back and forth, that's your food, that's your books. It's pretty much everything but the clothes you wear, and it even covers some of the basic medical.
And that's probably what most of us went to school for, right? So that's a shocker.
Exactly. Adjusted for inflation, the big change is and it's due to the state dropping what they pay on investing. So then if you look at what is the cost of attendance for low income, and in California, we characterize low income as less than $80,000 family income. It gets more complicated than that, less than $80,000. So then you ask the question, and we have data on all the students because they fill out FAFSA, that free form for financial aid. So the net cost to attend Cal Poly is the highest of any public university in California for that category. We averaged, the last data we have, averaged $18,000. So what that means is after you receive aid on average, financial aid, and I don't think it includes loans. So loans are added to that. The average is $18,000. The UC average is $15,000, and the rest of the CSU average $10,500. So that's something that I didn't think a lot of people really broke down and understood. And 5 years ago, we started Cal Poly Scholars, and we provide scholarships starting in engineering. Now it's in every college, and it's at about $1.2 or $3 million. 35% of it's funded by donors. We have 173 students in engineering, and it's a scholarship started at $3,000 per year for the full-time year. Now it's up to $5,000, and the scholarship is awarded to students after they've been admitted. So we'll start looking now, and it's based on them being at a partner high school, which is a high percentage free reduced lunch, typically over 80%. And they have to be in that low income category and some other characterizations. And then they're given the scholarship based on merit. Well, that increases the yield. And what I can tell you of those 173 engineering students, compare the demographics of those students, compared to all the freshmen during that same period of time. First of all, that group is 70% first generation. What would you guess the first generation percentage would be the total population of freshman engineering students? 22. Then if you look at the demographics, it's averaged about 55% white, 12 to 13% Latino, very low percentage African American, 20-something percent Asian. If you look at the Cal Poly Scholars, again, students that had applied to Cal Poly, and then after they were admitted, we said, here's your scholarship. 33% Latino, 12% white, 40-something percent Asian. And they are performing exceedingly well because we have enhanced advising for the students.
I'm really glad you shared that. I think you're right. I don't think a lot of people sort of realize that. But I look at the diversity problem at Cal Poly, and I'm glad you guys seem to be using data-driven scientific approaches to try to address that and make that better. Jeff, I'm gonna sort of jump down because I want to make sure we get to ask questions and things, but
I can get along.
You know so much, right? I'm gonna jump down to, what do you think the biggest challenges are at Cal Poly right now from your perspective?
Yeah, and I get that question a lot. I get a parent or a donor or a new politician to, what keeps you up at night? What are the two biggest things, three biggest things? And I typically have two, but there's a third that I would add. One is diversity of content. That's really important. It's diversity, and it's not just about minority students, but it's about all students. And it's about continuing to have high placement. It's about learning how to learn in an environment that's not drastically different from the world. And then it's about 20% of people that don't feel comfortable working, that living in these communities. It's not just Cal Poly issues. So that's one thing. The other one is the pay rates of our faculty and staff. That is a real serious concern for me. I see Cal Poly as being amazingly highly ranked, great learning experience, learn by doing good. But if we don't deal with these two issues, we are going to go down over time. I'm not worried about it in the next 5 years, but I know we're going to make progress. And I think from the faculty and staff pay perspective, it has to do with the caliber of our university and the cost of living in our area. It's those two things. Now, I could easily say, a sustainable financial future is great. But I think if we focus on those two things, we'll have buildings built, we'll increase our tenure density. I mean, a lot of other things will happen as a result of doing a good job with those two things.
What's the third thing?
The third is a sustainable financial future. Yeah. That because I can, just for example, why we only have a couple of hundred Cal Poly scholars when we could have thousands next month. And we've got to come up with some creative ways to do that. And we've got some things going on. But those are the main things. The shorter term, we've got to have creative and innovative funding sources, philanthropy, and I'm also worried about our student mobility. And the tenure density, there's a story in Mustang News about that. And it talked about lecturers growing with the budget cuts, and that's all we can do. But obviously, it's a long-term goal. And there was also some discussion about growth in administrators, which I think is not a good phrase, because if you look at the NPP report we just put out, it'll be discussed in the academic senate, we had one increase in NPP 3 and 4 last year. And we had several increases in NPP 1s and 2s, which I think is totally justified. Every one of those for reasons. And a lot of those are faculty and staff who moved into management and could no longer be in the represented group because of their job change. So I think we have to be,
be careful. I would sort of totally agree, and I would sort of speak to some of those lecturers. Got some lecturers in industrial technology and packaging who are, superb people, and if I had to think of who do I want to put up in front of my students, these are some of the best people. So you can't paint everybody with the same brush.
And you don't. And again, we're at around 68% tenure track. Our goal is to get to 75%, potentially 80%. We value lecturers. We value people that are part-time, adding that perspective. So it isn't about first or second class. It's about what's the right portion to really do what we need to do as a university, including enhancing. We think about learn by doing as experiential learning and discovery learning. And tenure track are not the only way those occur, but you've got to have a good percentage of tenure track to really make learn by doing work.
I don't know. I would sort of also venture to say it's not always about just proportion, it's about people. Absolutely. What's the right proportion, or who are the right people?
Yeah,
are good questions. So I got one question here that before I sort of turn it over to our esteemed guest here, that gets a little bit more to the heart of our challenges as instructional department heads and chair. So you've outlined some sort of challenges that you see. How can instructional department heads and chairs contribute, or what do you sort of see as our role as in making Cal Poly better?
So I think one of the things, hopefully in the next few days, we're going to announce a new vice president for diversity. We had a tremendous pool. As soon as this can be made public, by the time some people watch this, they will have heard about it. But one of the things that I enjoy talking with all the candidates about is the way to really impact diversity in climate is get it down to the level of department. And the department chairs and heads are in a very, very special position to help us really see what is happening and get at the culture that really drives diversity. I can send out a note and people may or may not read it, come to fall conference.
I read all your notes.
I'm not saying, but you are there. You're there on a daily basis, and I think we've got to get it on the ground floor. People have to see it, experience, and see that it's important. So I think if you ask our faculty and staff that it's diversity and climate important, I think high percent will say it's important. But then, what are you doing? Right. What are you doing to move that? That's a different story. So that to me is a really important one. And I believe we've got a just tremendous person coming in who's not going to try to do everything from an administrative perspective, but who's going to try to work with groups and for this vice president, developing a relationship with this group is extremely critical. And I think it's also true with some of the other things we're talking about. And I think I think as you said, it's the tenure density. It's about the people. And every department is kind of like an organism. And a tenure density for one area is not the same tenure density for another area. And you all are better served. You're in a better position to make that estimation than I am. We want to continue to grow the reputation of Cal Poly, grow the value of the degree, and it doesn't mean one size fits all.
Right. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and turn things over to our audience. How much time do we have, Ken? You're 17 minutes and 16 seconds. Okay. Who wants the 16 seconds?
Well, actually, I have a question.
Did you want to say your name?
Yeah, this is Bob Flores, Ag Education and Communication. All right. And Eric kind of already stole my question.
Well,
but I want to get a little more specific in terms of what is it department heads and chairs are not doing that they should be doing? In other words, is there something this group should be doing in terms of changing diversity and climate? I guess I want to drill down to more specifics. Maybe we should have a session or several sessions devoted to it, or I don't know if you can address this.
I like the question, Bob, but that's a really difficult question for me because I'm not there. I'm not in a position to say what you're not doing because I'm off campus. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. But I think with the right leadership, vice president position, and I know the great willingness and interest in the group, I think together you can figure out those questions.
What about other initiatives where you're talking about the scholars program? Is there something we can be doing in that regard, or in terms of
I think the other thing that we can do, and I would personally enjoy having conversations, and we could bring in some professional support to talk with department chairs and heads as they want to, because we've got a lot of on your plate already. How you can help us develop. And I'm not talking about adding another layer of duties. It may simply be having a discussion and saying, with the college appropriate rep would be to simply say, here are some alumni I know. Here are some students that are in class today, and I know their family does X or Y. And I think there's just a lot of it's really business intelligence. It really is. It's we're trying to get our data, get our CRM and everything at a level that's commensurate with the technology that's available today. But you can have the greatest CRM if you don't have data for it. And it's been my experience, and again, it's serving as a department head for 4 years. So there's a lot of things that happen at that level where that we can think about where are the gifts for today, but where are the gifts for tomorrow? How can we grow alumni? Have any of the departments thought about having an alumni reunion? That's one of the things I went into Purdue Animal Science in 1997, and I asked the question during the interview, you ever had an alumni reunion? And they had, the college had one. We had a reunion that fall, and we had over 500 people show up. And I'm walking around thinking, wow, they want to see the new department. No, they came back, they wanted to see some of the retired faculty members, and they wanted to see the current faculty members, and they wanted to thank them for what difference they made. It was amazing, the difference they made in their lives. It was amazing. That was the draw. They saw, oh, there's a new guy, who cares? They wanted to come back and see these people that were really like legends, that, you know, men and women that had really impacted their lives. But I want to be careful, not, you know, again, as Kathleen will listen to this, that, you know, I'm not talking about adding responsibilities. It's just, can we tap in and get your knowledge base and the people that you might know? Because you have a lot to do already.
And I want to, like, you know, put a little sort of pitch for one of us. So I'm a weed guy, right?
Oh, yeah.
And so we do a lot of whiteboard sort of stuff. And, you know, there's always a sort of promise of waiting for that CRM system to go into place. And then we'll take care of, you know, all these sort of things. Again, just get that list and share it around. Scribble down a bunch of names. I think that would be a good first positive step.
Years ago, I remember before we had our programs, we put all our scientific references, bibliography, and I had index cards. Still had to, you know, deal with it, and it's still a relationship builder. And we work hard to build relationships, but you've already built relationships. I mean, a great example is Bill Bailey and Bill Frost. Bill Bailey started as assistant professor. Bill Frost started as a student in chemistry. Fast forward, Bill sold his company. He's done very well, and he's funding undergraduate research. He's funding scholarships and contribute to $20 million to the building. And it really is rooted in the relationship of Bill Bailey and Bill Frost.
What other kind of questions we have? Somebody else? Dennis, looks like you can score on your cards there pretty good. So state your name for the.
Okay, I'm Dennis Garrison, Chair of Electrical Engineering College here. And I'm trying to brainstorm, and I just want to get to kind of jointly brainstorm about our relationship with industry. And we're a little far away from the big metro areas. When our students go to job fairs, especially the first and second year students, so many of them go in there and they come back near the junior year or something like that. It's so hard for our freshmen and sophomores to have a good, meaningful summer activity. So I'm trying to brainstorm how to get more of our freshmen and sophomores engaged in really cool stuff that we get from by doing philosophy. Like you mentioned a little bit about the College of Science and Math having a little bit more undergraduate research activities this summer. I'm just thinking about how do we get our industrial partners not just to think about their that's giving the top off, but really investing them earlier on in the program. Maybe it's too much big a thing that no, how do we make some progress on that line of first and second year students really getting some good experience?
So I think, like the rest, that's a really good question. Is first of all, the person I would recommend that department chairs against is Eileen Beaker. She leads our career counseling. She's relatively new, and I've seen the numbers. I can't quote them, but it's something like 1,000 more internships on the table this year than the same time last year. Just a lot of things are happening. I've had some discussions with some industry leaders. I'll give you an example, and this was made, a comment was made in a public meeting in the Business Higher Education Forum in DC not too long ago. It's a group of university presidents and CEOs. Wes Bush is the CEO of Northrop Grumman, and he said as a result of interacting with University of Maryland and working with Cal Poly, that they are changing their view and they are more open now to students getting in early. not waiting until they're juniors and seniors. So I think we can continue to work and educate and show the value because the students need that exposure. And in a competitive job market, they need to get to know these people early. So I think there are things that we can do that to work to get our partners to understand that it is good for you. But we've got to work on it case by case, and again, one size doesn't fit all. But I would encourage you to interact with Eileen. She's got some really cool ideas. I know the College of Architecture and Environmental Design just had a career fair. It was pretty amazing. The number of companies. So there's a lot of growth there.
And I think it's hard to get some of those big companies to blanket change their policy on what your students are looking for. Try talking about it. Let's run a few experiments. Right?
And Northrop Grumman did change.
Yeah, exactly. We should have hundreds, or 2 or 3. Tell us how it all works out.
And something that I hope we can explore in the future, not immediately. We talked about it before. We put it on the back burner, and that is doing more year-round. But I think if we are able to do more of it year-round, we're going to open up more opportunities for internships because a lot of companies, especially in engineering, they don't want just a summer. They want 6 months or a year. So if our students have a bit more flexibility and they have a bit more opening of offerings during the summer, and one of the reasons we put that on the back burner is you really can't start something like that new if you're still working on tenure track ratios, you're trying to hire faculty, you're doing other things. So we got to build up a base of it. But I think that can work. We've had some people visit Waterloo University. Their students are doing very well in Silicon Valley. They are here. And they have an endowment the same size as our endowment. They don't have a traditional development staff. They've raised that money through interacting with companies.
Yeah, this is an area I think a lot about. I'd like to figure out how to mix inroads there. So.
Well, I think if you had some conversation with our that'd be great. Because you've got experience, you'll help her make enhancements to what they're doing.
I'll set the pleasure.
Other questions? Ken,
I have one.
you want to introduce?
Yeah, Ken Macro, Chair of Graphic Communication Department, College of Liberal Arts. I think 2 years ago, I was able to sit in a leadership training program. I believe Selma, what's her name, was an HR coordinator. I don't know if any of you were involved, but unfortunately, she has left, and that's kind of gone by the wayside. I thought it was a phenomenal program. My question is the passion and innovation at the university. I think chairs and department heads are least to be trained or given any kind of training to help them do better in their positions. But what do you know that exists potentially within the CSU and or ultimately what we might be able to do as a campus?
Yeah, that's really a good question to take up with Kathleen and with Al, because I know the program we talked about. I do know that HR has brought in some additional people, and there's been some enhancements of the recruiting side, but I'm just not up on the details to tell you that. I can tell you what's going there. I know there's a very strong interest, and it is needed in onboarding, orientation, whatever the word you want to use is. I would agree with you. That's really important.
So I know this is as part of the steering committee, we talked about different things. So I'm not, since I got Jeff on the so would you be willing to teach a session? We open up like heads and chair training class, do like one session. Jeff Armstrong training session, tips and tricks.
Yeah, what not to do.
Exactly.
I'd love that.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
That would be fun. I agree. Yeah, I would enjoy it, and we all have different experiences, and I would benefit from it. I'd learn. Like when you teach a class, you learn as well.
Yeah. One of the things we're trying to do as instructional department heads and chairs is develop a good, robust two-way communication between administration things. I know in some higher end Silicon Valley type companies, having the managers do some training classes is actually a way to make that happen. Can't throw it all on HR.
Oh, no. I think HR can provide the framework and the impetus, but really want people that are the practitioners.
We've got a lot of experience.
Yeah, and you've got individuals within your group that can teach certain sections.
Yeah, absolutely. Any other questions?
Real quick, we have time, so that's fine.
Yeah. No, since we have time, but I can't.
I'm just curious, what's taking place with the faculty staff housing project processing? I'm just curious what the update is.
Sure. So the plan is to build 420 condo-style apartments on the corner of Grand and Slack. We went through an appropriate call for proposals. We had a large number interested. We then narrowed it down to about 5 or 6 because it's an investment to really say what you're going to build. And we landed with a company. And I will tell you the name, but I'm drawing a blank on it because that's public knowledge. But we're negotiating with that company now as to what is it going to look like in detail, what are the financial arrangements, what land lease will they pay us, which could be one lump sum up front, or annual contributions for the lifetime of the lease, which is another thing that's being discussed. What's the length of the lease? Is it 4 years, 50 years, 60 years? Because at the end of that, it'll belong to us. So that is, we have time to do that because that's going to go along with our master plan, and it'll go up for approval. The concept was approved to do it, and then it'll be approved as part of the overarching EIR with the master plan this fall. So you fast forward 3 years from now, this should be open. And there's about 13 configurations from studio to 3 bedroom. 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bath. We had in there to enhance the child care options. Does that mean we expand what we do or have child care there? It's very exciting. And it won't be for traditional students. It's going to be for our workforce. It's going to be for our workforce, and it could be for people in the community. They may not all work without following. But back to Dennis's question, one of the other things we're very aggressive in doing, and we have a contractual arrangement with Bob Linshide. He's not an employee of Cal Poly, but he's helping us in economic development. Bob used to be the chair of the Board of Trustees at CSU. He was in the Chico area for many years, involved in economic development. He's done this. And then most recently, he was the CEO and chairman of the Chamber in San Francisco. So what we're trying to do is, how are we going to be a participant in the whole aspect of the PG&E shutdown? And then how are we going to participate in working closely with Jim Dunning as we expand our tech park? And that our goal is to have companies that are on Cal Poly campus as part of our master plan. And they're hiring students and interns right on campus. We have 30 or 40 students at any one time working for Amazon downtown. There's probably 125 employees or more in Amazon Kindle and Amazon Prime. There's a small Amazon Fridge. And the 2 people that run it are Cal Poly grads, and there's a lot of Cal Poly. And they hire the intern, and then they transition to an employee. I know a young woman who just was hired as an intern, and we put her through about 4 series of tests and interviews, and she got the job. And that's what they talk about. You've all heard this, all of you. They talk about transition. And then you look at our students, and graduating professional schools. I'm very pleased.
Great. Well, Jeff, thank you very much for taking time out of your busy schedule to come out and do this. This was a little bit more of an extension of an experiment for us. Students now, we get some good feedback on this session. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks.